Annie and Snowball and the Wintry Freeze by Cynthia Rylant, illustrated by Susie Stevenson. Winter. It was winter, and Annie had her cousin Henry, and her cousin Henry were very happy. They both loved winter. Henry loved the snow forts and the snowman. When you build a snow fort, you build lots of snowballs and then you hide behind it. So Henry loved the snow forts. Annie loved the muffs, the earmuffs. Earmuffs and hand muffs. Hand muff is to keep her hand warm. All in pink, plus her pink polka dot boots. Annie waited through spring and summer and fall for time to wear her muffs and boots. Winter was here. Annie and Henry were not the only one who loved winter. Henry's big dog Mudge and Annie's bunny Snowball also loved winter. Mudge loved it because snow was one of his favorite foods. Snowball loved it because she had a cozy box by the fireplace. The word cozy means comfortable. Snowball has a comfortable box by the fireplace, and also because she was a snowball. Winter was wonderful. Bundle. One morning, Annie's dad woke her and told her there would be no school that day. A freeze is coming, said her dad. Icy rain, icy snow, icy everything, he said. Wow, said Annie. She called Henry right away. She was already looking for his ice skates. Do you have ice skates? He asked Annie. No, said Annie, no skates. That's okay, said Henry. We'll figure something out. Just bundle up. It's freezing out there. Just bundle up means put on lots of warm clothes to keep yourself warm because they're going to go ice skating. Well, look, Annie bundle up. She looks very warm, doesn't she? She bundled so well that her dad said she looked like a big pink marshmallow. Annie just smiled. Icy everything. The icy rain came first, then it turned to icy snow. And it seemed the whole world was made of ice. Annie and Henry and Mudge explored. Mudge was wearing a doggy coat and doggy boots. Henry was wearing ice skates and a snow suit. And Annie was wearing every pink warm thing she could find from her closet. She was also holding on to Mudge for dear life. What this means is she was holding on to him so tight. That's what it means. She was holding on to Mudge for dear life. It was very slippery on the icy ground. Henry could skate, but Annie could only slide. She held on to Mudge and slid all over the place. She held on to Mudge meaning because she didn't want to slip, so she wanted to make sure that she held on really, really tight. She slid in the yard. She slid on the sidewalk. Well, she's having a lot of fun. She slid right up to the window where Snowball was sitting. Snowball had stayed inside at Henry's house. It was too cold for little bunnies to play outside. Mudge looked at Snowball and wagged. Henry looked at Snowball and waved. Annie blew Snowball a kiss. Snowball looked happy to be warm and cozy. Annie was happy to be cold and icy. The world covered in ice was beautiful, and she loved it. She and Henry and Mudge explored every sparkling thing. Warmed up. When it was time to get warm, Annie went into Henry's house. Henry's dad had been filling the bird and squirrel feeders. He was too cold, so he warmed up some apple cider. It's like a apple juice. You drink it hot, so it's called apple cider. And some cinnamon buns. Yum, said Annie. They peeled off their icy mittens and icy hats and icy boots. When we see the word peeled off, we think about peeling banana peel, right? So you can use this word and say you can peel off your icy mittens. It means they took off their mittens and their clothes, their wet clothes. Henry's dad helped Mudge peel off his icy things. Then Annie and Henry and Mudge sat in front of the fire and warmed every finger and toe and paw. When Annie was all warmed up, she found Snowball. Annie offered Snowball a bit of her cinnamon bun. Then they both snuggled into Mudge by the fire. Outside, the world sparkled. Inside, Annie sparkled. It means that inside she's very happy. When you sparkle, it means that you're very happy inside. You have a great feeling inside. She just loved a wintry freeze. The end.